something to be had. Send it into the mailbag.
Hello, Bobby Bones. I'm in a bit of a tricky spot. I've recently reconnected with someone who happens to be my friend's ex. They broke up a few months ago and nothing ever happened between us, but now there seems to be a real spark. Not trying to be shady, I really do care about my friend, which is why I'm hesitating. How much time has to pass before it's okay to date a friend's ex? And does it make a difference if the friend has moved on or if it wasn't a super serious relationship? Signed, Finding a New Flame. I think there are a lot of factors, but the first thing you have to do before all the other factors is talk to your friend. So I could say, yeah, it matters a little bit if they moved on, but how did that breakup, like, why did it happen? Because if the dude dumped her, she's probably holding on to it a little bit, even if it was with somebody new. There are a lot of factors, but the number one thing you have to do is actually go and speak to the elephant in the room, which is your friend. And then, and this is not fair to you, then you have to somewhat guess how she's really feeling by what she's saying. Because what she's going to say is, I don't really care. Because she's going to say that. But you're going to have to figure out if she's truthful in that, because she's with somebody new. She can't say, yeah, it would bother me. She's going to go, I don't really care. And so it's up to you to then navigate your way through that, to understand if she's being completely truthful. Now, that doesn't mean you can't date the dude, but you have to understand the repercussions that are going to come. And I hate to use the word consequences because that feels so negative, because you're not doing anything wrong if you have the communication, but there could be consequences because that's just human dynamics. Like, your best friend probably doesn't want you to be with their ex unless they really don't care, but nobody knows your best friend like you do. So the number one thing you have to do is you have to have a conversation, and don't beat around the bush. You need to go immediately and be like, hey, let's just say his name's Chad, because I like the name Chad. Chad.
It's a cool name.
Thank you. You say, hey, I know you're with Mark, but Chad's kind of reached out. Would that be weird if I went on a date with him? You'll be able to see everything right there. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have to do it but you just need to talk to her first, because the worst thing that can happen if she finds out without you telling her.
Yeah. My ex-husband asked out one of my friends.
What? Well, that's weird.
And I said, no. I said, you know what, Amy and I have been close for a long time, and I'm not. But
but she came to me. She came to me and asked. And she wasn't even. She said, first of all, I'm not going to, but I just wanted to let you know. She's like, but I wouldn't want to even like have a hint of stress on our relationship for that. And I was like, hey, honestly, that would be kind of fun.
But I do think, even though you're not against it, it would have been like something that sat in you and was weird.
Maybe if it really, really happened, but.
And you'd had to work through it, and you could have and you would have.
Could have and I would have,
Because you're a good friend, but it's still, even if you would have said it's okay, it still would have been something. And I just want this person to know that too. It's going to be something.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. It was, I guess I never talked about it, huh?
Because if you're all sitting at the table, he's like, got them both.
No.
These are my girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at one point.
But in my mind, I jumped to like, well, I really like you. And I mean, we'd all get along. How fun would that be?
But Amy, Bobby's saying what we would really be thinking.
Yeah, if it's a dude and this is the person you used to be with, but they're like, cool, be with this person, you've been with both of them, you're sitting at the table like,
what's up?
I got them both.
Who's the king of the table?
Yeah, you don't say that, but you're like, I'm Genghis Khan. I've conquered this whole table.
Okay.
I have a conversation with her and then walk with caution after that. I think it's fine. You just need to make sure how to make it fine.
It's a Bobby Bones show.